Okay, so this is the Micro Scooter Speed Plus. I thought I'd do a review because most of the reviews online are basically unboxing or a brand new scooter that they've barely used and all of a sudden giving you a review of it. So I've had this now for 3 weeks, probably a fraction over or a fraction under, but thereabouts. You can see here that I've attached a light because I've had to go home a few times after staying back at work and it was too dark. But they're not expensive, they're only about $22. But anyway, onto this. So before this I had the A3 series Razor scooter and the wheels were too tiny, so this is quite large. The wheels here are 145 millimeters diameter, I think it is, whereas the A3 was 100, I think, 100 mil. Things I like about it: it's certainly sturdy, it's well built, well constructed. The arm extends pretty high up, so let me show you the arm fully extended. There we go. It's fully extended there, and I'll just pause it actually. There we go, rather than you watch me fiddling with it. So arm extends very high and it's quite reasonable on the foot space. So showing you the foot space here. So I'll put my foot down here and you've still got plenty of room. So I've got a slight angle on my leg and you've still got plenty of room for your back foot there. Hard to videotape this while I'm actually holding it, so I can't show you that. It is quite heavy. Actually, it's almost on too heavy. It's one of my biggest gripes about this is that on the train or when I'm walking around with it, because I don't ride it in the city, I just ride to and back from the station. It is heavy. It's any more heavy and it would be impractical. So that's the one drawback from this. Actually, there's another drawback. If you have a look, now micro scooters are very quick to point out how low it is to the ground and how comfortable it is, and yeah, it is low to the ground, so it's great. But the problem with it being so low to the ground is the wear and tear. Ooh. There we are. You can see here it's quite scratched up from the base, and this is only after 3 weeks, so God knows how this will look like. Actually, yeah, look at this. It's really scratched up. This is only after 3 weeks, so after 6 months use, I wonder what condition this scooter will be in. I suspect not very good. I also had a problem with this blue button. Where is it? There. This blue button, in that I had to get it replaced because the original one had too much free play and that would jiggle around. This would jiggle around and make a very loud rattling noise. So I thought there was something genuinely wrong until I realized it was coming from the blue button. So there is a bit of a tolerance issue there, a quality issue potentially. Another thing that annoys me is that the handlebar is slightly off center. I don't know if you can tell there, but you can tell. And so when I'm riding straight, the handlebars are slightly off. I can fix it. I think I just need to open this up and turn it a bit and then close it back up again. Yeah, you will see that that screw there is rusting after 3 weeks. So in 6 months' time, I think that's going to look quite bad. I'm surprised. I didn't expect to see rust so early on. I'm disappointed actually. But don't get me wrong, it's a good scooter. I enjoy riding it. In hindsight, I probably would have gotten the Bullet though. The Bullet is smaller, lighter, more practical to carry around. I think this is, although they've sold it as a commuter scooter, I don't really think it is. I think if you were quite tall, perhaps it would be the scooter for you because it does go quite high. I mean, if I stand here, you can see that it's right up to my waist there, so it's quite high. I mean, if you were tall, you'd certainly get this. But perhaps the Bullet would be a more practical solution for you. I'm going to ride around in it and see if that rattle is gone. Well, it's certainly quieter, but that rattle is still there. You can go on my Facebook, sorry, on my, not my Facebook, my YouTube channel. You'll see the video of it rattling around. There's a lot less free play on this. It's certainly much better. It's better, but not ideal still. Yeah, so this is my review after a couple of weeks of using it. It's not that bad to ride. I don't regret buying it. There are some certain design aspects to this that I think don't work. Weight being one. This does, I mean, if you would ask me, this appears to be over-engineered with way too much bulk in it. I don't know if it was necessary. But it gets me from A to B quite nicely, and it's a lot of fun. It is a lot of fun to ride. So take what you want from that.